To everyone's favorite question now, what next for Reliance Industries? Because it's more closer to its 52-week low than it is closer to its 52-week high level.
Yeah, and I think the last 1 week or 10 days has been quite brutal for the stock because what it has done is in the process of this 300 to 400 point odd correction from 3100 mark, which started off for Reliance from the second half of the month of September. I think the stock has managed to give two major breakdowns, and on the technical front. One is of course the break below its 200 moving average that happened. I think the last day of the month of September, the first day of the month of October for the stock when it managed to break below the 2900 mark. So that's one critical data point. We've seen historically that whenever the stock has managed to break below the long-term averages, and with that too with a gap down opening, and that gap has not been filled, it's acted as a zone of major resistance for the stock to come by for months on a trot. And the second, the more critical part, is that the stock is now showing the incidence of a death crossover on the technical terms, which indicates that the 50 DMA has crossed below the 200-day moving average for Reliance Industries. Again, I think in both these cases, we've seen historically that the stock takes some time to try and form a major bottom for itself. But in the process of the stock forming a bottom, there could be a phase where the stock gets into a corrective or further corrective mode. So at least the good part is that the pace of correction, which was very intense in the first week of October, that pace is not getting replicated so far for the stock. But nevertheless, the downtrend or the initial or the move on the downside is still continuing for Reliance Industries. So maybe another 100-150 odd points correction for the stock could be in the offing in case if the market gets into a further leg of correction.
There comes a time when your heart calls for you to arise. Plant your feet solid into the ground. Decide your own limits, and then break right through them. Become something more. It's my time to rise.